very keen from the outset that we were going to support young local talent. And although I am playing as well, and I'm definitely not young, it's a kind of short-term sort of Indian summer of my DJing life. But really from there forward, from a musical perspective, we want to bring, there's so many really incredible young Manx DJs, and it's not just going to be dance music as well, Metabolism. It's really important to understand that it's about live music. We did want to have a kind of a more indie feel to the Sunday, but it didn't quite work out, so we went with, obviously, Basement Jackson example, which were amazing. But going forward, it won't be like that. So young bands, young producers, young DJs, it's super important for us that we push them hard, because they're the future. It's not the 43-year-old DJ, it's the mid-20-year-old DJ that's going to bring Metabolism.
At the same time, you summed it up before when you're talking about bringing Fatboy Slim over Norman Cook. I mean, he's not 20 anymore either, is he?
No.
But he's still got a huge following, so it doesn't really matter about the age, does it, at the end of the day?
It doesn't about, I think, music is music, isn't it? It spans generations, and I'll be listening to dance music for the rest of my life, and I'm sure it'll evolve over time, but it's more about letting those young guys have a chance, because there's limited opportunities on the Isle of Man. There's a limited amount of clubs, there's a limited amount of residencies, and there's some amazing DJs that are not playing in clubs, that are playing in their bedrooms, or they're getting together with their mates and putting on their own nights, which is incredible. I think they just need a platform, and that's what we're really passionate about supporting, which is why Connor is our main resident.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing you as well, but I am going to come to Connor because, as you're just saying, it is also about supporting the young local talent. I mean, Connor, what does this mean to you to be playing at this? I mean, with these awesome artists on home turf.
Well, yeah, it's pretty much, it's going to be the biggest weekend of my life, isn't it? Like, obviously, to be given this opportunity by these boys, and Hayley, obviously, like, going back a year or so, playing in Peggy's and all my mates doing these events and stuff like that, I never really thought this would happen, because obviously I'm only in this position because they've kind of put me on a pedestal to be in this position, so obviously I've got to thank them for...
I've got to ask, does it make you nervous though, with these guys?
It does, yeah. But obviously, like, if I do this because I want to make a career out of it, and I'm going to have to do it at some point, and obviously I've been given an opportunity to jump straight in at the deep end. So
what would be the next thing in order to make this a career for yourself? What would happen after this?
I need to start making my own music. That's the thing that I've been slowly starting to delve into, and
getting a good following for it, to be fair.
Yeah, exactly. So when I do release my own music, then people know my name, and I can start playing my own music in my own sets, and hopefully having people asking me what that music is, and I can say, oh, it's mine, and then we just build from there. And
then get played on Manx Radio and further afield, obviously. Well, this is all happening on Saturday and Sunday next week, and there are still tickets left. We'll come to that in just a moment. But Andy, I've got to ask then, there was a suggestion from Hayley that this might not be the last thing for Metabolism. It might be happening, as Phil just said as well, it might be happening again in the future. What are the future plans?
We have a vision. We're a very small team with huge ambition. To start something, hopefully that becomes incredible. We have a 4-year plan, a strategy. We're here. What happens next week is the start of something that has got a 4-year plan to it. For ourselves and for a lot of people on the Isle of Man that we're talking to. There's big stuff happening elsewhere in the British Isles. You look at some of them other islands. Just last week, the Isle of Wight Festival, 59,000 people make it there. Jersey's got a splash, and it's got even Guernsey in place. They've all got festivals happening. But I think that main key to look at is the Isle of Wight. They had 2 festivals a year there with Festival before they moved a few years ago. 54,000 people a year made it to that.
So do you want that many people to come to the Isle of Man?
No, that's not what we're saying, but there's the accessibility for the Isle of Man and the location, considering we're surrounded by the 5 kingdoms, England, Scotland, Ireland, Wales, and the kingdom above, the accessibility to get to the island with ferry ports, and, why not? The question is, why not? Why isn't there something on this island outside of the TT that, we've all come back here, we're all from the Isle of Man, we're building this with people from the Isle of Man, for the people of the Isle of Man, and hopefully over time to attract people to the Isle of Man. And that's what we're back to create. Next week's the start of it, and we'll see where we are a couple of years down the line.
Brilliant stuff. Well, we're excited to follow that progress. Hayley, there are still some tickets left. Tell us about them.
There absolutely are. For some reason, there's a little rumour that people think it's sold out, and there are still tickets available. So www.metabolism.com, and you can, if you've already got your tickets and you want to upgrade to VIP, that is still available. Limited availability, but just give us a little email, info@metabolism.com, and we can help you upgrade.